Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be setting up January 2021, as well as the very first week in my A5 half-year Stalogy for work. And if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Okay, so there's a lot going on the desk right now, and I will clear it up in just a minute, but I did want to show you this paper pad. This is what I had used for December to add some color. It was one of these red papers. I think it was this one here. So I decided to go ahead and use this again, and I will be doing green for this month. And I think I will use this every month until June, because this will only go up through June of 2021. And that way, using my materials, plus this paper is really thin, so it won't add as much bulk as some of my other paper, which is more cardstock and is thicker. So I will be showing you the papers I've chosen from this. And then for some of the stickers, because this does have a sticker page. In fact, I'm going to rip this out. Besides that sticker page, I did tear out all of the vellum that was in here. So really what's left is this sticker page here, which I'll need to remember to use. And then I think there's two more pieces of paper in here. So there's this one and this one. And I'll definitely want to finish this. Whether I do it this month, I doubt it, but I definitely want to finish this paper pad. And this was the Dear Lizzie Neapolitan Specialty paper pad. I got this a couple of years ago from my brother's girlfriend for Christmas, and so I loved it. And if I can find it on Amazon, I will link it below, but because it is a few years old, I don't know how available it is, but that's what I'll be using as well. And so what I've done is I've cut some pieces of paper down, again from that paper pad that I show you. And so these are the two green ones that I'll be using this month. I cut this down to, I believe, 5.5 by 8. It is actually a little bit smaller than the page, but that's fine. And then this is the vellum that I've cut. Again, I've cut it about 5.5 by 8, so it is smaller than the page, so it's a little smaller than what you generally see people do, because they like to have it either cover the complete page or even hang off sometimes, but I don't. Plus, I don't have that much by way of vellum, and so I wanted to get as much as I could from these sheets of paper. And then these are just the offcuts, and I'll put them in storage. And then this was the offcut for the paper, and I can use that as little washi strips. For January, I do also plan to use these two washi tapes here. I think it goes well with the green, and then we'll probably continue with the Hita stickers that I've been using. Now I did play a little bit, and I actually will do a flip through at the end of this video. But I did set this up. Again, you can see it is smaller than the page, but I like that it's a nice division. And so it does cover that up when I'm looking at this page. And this is just my intro page into 2021. And then we're actually going to be setting up the January cover page here. We'll go into the monthly page here and some trackers. And then I believe we go into the first week. Let me look how I did this before. So yeah, monthly overview, and then it jumps right into the first week. I'll show you some other trackers that I've done that I'm keeping in different sections, but I wanted to do this one first. And throughout the video, I will do as much talking as I can. I know most people prefer that because you get to hear a person's process, but like when I do this page, which will be the quote page, I will go on radio silent, throw on some music for you guys, and then that way I can focus on both the lettering and spelling correctly. Because if you've ever done lettering and then tried to talk and try to get your letters perfect, yeah, it's a very difficult task. And then as I move on and progress through the various things, then I'll come back on and talk with you guys. So I've already cut this down. And so I'm going to put this So that's down, and I think we'll take advantage of some of those big stickers from that paper pad, which is this right here. I actually want to use that one on the monthly overview. So we'll take this one here and be as gentle as we can because it doesn't want to come up. All right. And that goes down very nicely. I think we'll put some of these. And maybe some of this. If you guys are new here, I absolutely adore florals. They are my favorite thing. And we'll do some of these. Well, no, there's not a lot of contrast there. I'll just put some of these washi. I had no intentions for this page, so that works fine. That it's just for decoration. So that's cute. I think we'll use this for tops and bottoms because this is where my quote goes. And this is different from this. And how did I do it in the past? Okay, so I should put January over here. And I have this. This was gifted to me by my friends over at Lux Clever Crafts. Looking for January. Let's use this one. So put it there. And then I'll just write in 2020 in just a little while. So let me go on radio silent while I glue this down, do the lettering, and I'll be back in just a little bit. All right, so the quote for the month of January is, "I'm not responsible for what my face does when you talk." Now, this actually means something to me because with the plethora of Zoom meetings that I attend, apparently, I feel, even though I turn on the camera, because in most meetings I'm required to, I feel like I'm behind a cloak of invisibility, because sometimes when people say things, my face is like, what the? And yeah, so I've been told on several occasions, like, oh, apparently Johanna doesn't like that. So yeah, I like starting off the year with that. So we're going to do our monthly overview. Now, all of the printables that I'm using for this month come from Naked Grids. I've used them before. In fact, they were the very last printable that I used. Yeah, Naked Grids. And so this is from that shop. And what it actually looks like is this. I could print it two on a page, which I think is very handy. It's undated. You can choose a Monday or Sunday start within the same file. I think that's very handy as well. But because I wanted to put some decoration on the page, I just cut out the actual calendar part and then I left the rest of it. And you'll see that I'll be customizing some of her printables. Her name is Claudia. I will link her shop below to suit my needs. And so this will go right here. And the way that I've been doing the monthly in the past was, it wasn't where I could write in the actual day. It was just where I would highlight or color around, and it's okay. And I was able to make those in Canva, but I like having the ability to not have to design a monthly calendar. I don't mind writing in the numbers, and I like being able to write in a calendar in itself. I don't know if that makes sense, but it totally makes sense to me. I do want to leave some space at the bottom because I need to write a bit of a key. And then I wasn't clever. Let's see if I can just keep it like that, because I want to put a sticker underneath it. And I'm going to cut this. Because part of that would be wasted. And see if I can there. Not much of the sticker is wasted, and I like that. I'll put the rest of it down here, just so I'm not wasting it. It's such, oh, I'm gonna cut the leaf off. It sticks out too much for my liking. Because I think I'm going to be using a printable here. Actually, I should put it on the wall because I don't know how big the printable is. Look at us using our brains. So I wanted to use the big January here. And kind of put that right there. Then I'll get some date dots and put that over there, probably off camera. And then down here, because what I want to track in here is what I was tracking before, was the days working from home, any vacation or holidays. And so just to be mindful of the pens I have at work, maybe I won't color code it. Maybe I'll just use black, because I have mild liners at work, but they were from AliExpress, and so the colors actually don't match up, because if you buy the same sets of the same brand, then your colors will always be the same. Well, that's not the case for me. But I can mark in some holidays. So this is a holiday and this is a holiday, and I already know for this upcoming week, and again I'm gonna do this week to week because it could change, but this is an office day, office schedule pretty much stays the same as December, and this is work from home and work from home. And even though I'm reasonably sure it's going to be like that for the rest of the month, I will do that at the beginning of each month. And so this was a holiday, and this is going to be a holiday. I believe that's Martin Luther King Day, but I have to look. I just know it's a day off for me. And this is the first day of class. And then I might write some other things there. I don't need a key, apparently, so let's just put this one down here just to take some of the space. Oh, I think that works out. And we can put this over here. Now the monthly calendar does only have 5 weeks. And so I did have to split, but that's fine because I don't work on the weekends. And for the monthly overview, I like a Sunday start. For my weekly review, I like a Monday start. And so this works perfectly when there are extra days that you need because I don't work that day anyway, so I don't need to track anything. Although if it went into the following week, like more so, I would still have enough time to, or enough room to put office or work from home, because that's really the only thing that I track on this monthly overview. I also track it in the weekly, so it's not that huge of a deal if there's nothing else that I can write there. For here, I thought about using this, and this is one of her, I think, very interesting printables, and it's a monthly overview, and so this would be a month overview on 2 pages. And what it has is a goal checkup, wins, obstacles, reschedule, ideas for the future, summary, overall rating. There's a little monthly tracker here, focus, priorities, top 3 goals, and important dates. But I thought this would be interesting to use this page, and then this would be interesting to use for the weekly setup. And so I'm going to cut this down, and once I've done that, I'll bring you guys back. But I wanted to show you how it's sold, because these 2 pages come together, and it does come in, I believe, an A4, A5 size. And I chose the one where you print on 2 pages. You can do it where you print on 1 page. I mean, it's for the cost. I think she actually should raise her prices, to be perfectly honest, because I think the printable was like $1.70. And then she had a sale going on. So yeah, I was able to buy 5 or 6 printables, I think, for less than $6. And I really think with the amount of work and effort she puts into it, she should charge more. But you know, that's for her. But definitely check out her shop. But let me cut these down and I'll be right back. All right, so I've cut this one down. I've cut most of the top off and some of the bottom down because I wanted to have some room to decorate. So I'm going to stick this down. I was kind of doing something like this already, and so I will need to customize some of the sections, but that's fine. Unless I make it myself or I work with someone and pay that additional charge to customize certain layouts for me. I just find it easier to take something like this and then just make it my own versus having to do it any other way. Because I mean, I certainly could take the time and make one myself, but I'd rather just buy it from someone else. Okay, so what I want this to be is if I look at this, there were 3 things that I was tracking: important dates, goals, and Italki. So the important dates, I actually really like that because I can put the important dates on the actual due date. Now there will be a lot of blank space, but that's fine. I just need to be able to keep track of dates and deadlines. And then I think for priorities, I'm going to change that to Italki. And then this, I think, might be a good water tracker. I have not been very good with my water intake, and I really need to do that. So I thought that would be a good thing. And then for up here, let's put some of our washi down. And so the pages are going to be decorative. They're just not going to be very decorative because I need more function out of this particular planner than I need decorative. And then the way that I'm going to do this is, it is for the entire month. You know what? That's fine. Because I mean, I really also need to track my water on the weekends as well. And so we'll just do water. And 175. It's not going to correspond to the day because that would mean I would put Friday or the 1st over here. But I'm just going to put the numbers in for the day. And so what I've done is I've put the 31 days of the month as I make my goal of at least 60 ounces of water, which I believe is about 4 bottles of water. Yeah, about 4 bottles of water. Then I can color this in, and whether I choose to go really colorful, whether I choose to just use the same color, I don't know. I'll figure that out as the month goes. It's already the 2nd. Yeah, today's Saturday the 2nd. So I know I can fill it in for yesterday. I'm not actually quite there yet for today. And then this here will be Italki. And just like that, just by doing a little bit of highlight or a little bit of whiteout, I can make this very customizable, and I really like that, like a lot. I'm going to put one of these down to tie it to the page or the theme of our month. I don't actually really need this bottom section. And then I'm going to take some stickers from here. Oh, and put that down. The way that they're cut, it's like there's a little piece in the corners that just isn't lifting right. And I guess I use this as my focus. My focus will be to be cheerful. Actually, no, let's just put cheerful because it's cute. If I'm grumpy, I'm allowed to be grumpy. And then we'll put some of these cute ones down here. And I've got a variety of these Korean girl stickers. And I love them. I mean, these Hito ones to me are very aesthetic. They're very pretty. But these here, they are all about attitude and sass, and I love that. So let's We're just going to fill up down here, no rhyme, no reason, just because it's cute. And we've got that page done. I really do like the printables. I think that's really cute. And then for the last thing we're going to do in today's video, it actually will be even easier because I'm using the other page of the monthly overview. And again, I'm going to change some of these things up. Might as well do that now before I stick it down. And this summary will be my summary of completed tasks. These bottom two things will be my thoughts in and my thoughts out. You guys know I like to do that. I'm going to get rid of this line here by using a white jelly roll. I mean, it won't totally get rid of it, but I think it's a little bit more targeted than using the whiteout. That one I'll probably need to use whiteout. This will be not a goal checkup, but my reminders for next week. And then I actually like the idea of rating how the week went. Was it a good week? Did I hate my life? I mean, oh, I'm doing that really badly. Okay. All right, so this is thoughts into the week. And this is thoughts out. And I just like doing that. I like getting a sort of temperature gauge of where I am coming into a work week and leaving it, because my work week does affect me quite a bit. And this is quote. I'll put it over here. This is to do next week. Summary of completed tasks. And then down here, I actually wanted to do my weekly overview, but I didn't count out the spaces, and I don't really feel like doing that right now. So I will put this at the top again, just pretty much using up the stuff that's on my desk. And I'll put this first so I can gauge where to put this. I'll put some of the washi down. There isn't a lot of room to decorate, and that's fine. If I really feel in the need to decorate, then I can do it on this page. But I have other things that I decorate in, and I can always add if I don't use all of the space, and I don't think that I will, because the tasks that I'll be working on this upcoming week are the same project but just multiple steps of it, and so I might have lots of space here. The quote, I don't carry the HEDA stickers with me, but I do carry these stickers with me, so I can always add in stickers while I'm at work. And like I said, the next time you see this when I do the after the pen, then I will show you how I broke that up. But I didn't count out, and I don't feel like doing that now. So let me do an after the pen. There's a couple of things that I still need to do. So I still need to do that. I need to put the January tab on here. Again, you'll see that that has been completed the next time I come into this, but I did change up a few things, or added a few things. I didn't really change anything. And so that's all the same. That will get more full as we go through the semester. I did add this, and so at the end of the month for the next 6 months, because this is only going to go through June of 2021 for me, I want to write what I'm grateful for by way of my job. Now, whether it says one thing or the entire thing is filled, I don't know. But I like the idea of that. And then I like the idea of having a prep page for the 2021-22 academic year. I do work in a college, and writing things down that I want to remember to do, as well as some notes and stuff to myself. For the months, we'll just do a quick flip through. I did start this with the intention of being very minimal by way of stickers, and so you can see that in October as well as November. November I was adding like a sticker a page because I really like them. But in December, because I wasn't going to be doing anything inherently Christmassy in my other journal system, I put it in here, and I really went to town. Now, not as much as you might see here in the Stalogy world, but definitely more than obviously what I had done. I didn't use this space here, so I added a sticker because I like the way it looks. And then the pages are definitely more decorative, and as you can see, if I feel the need to add just a decorative page, I'll do that. I do want to try to minimize where I can how much this is going to bulk up, but I love looking at something like this. It makes me happy. And then this is the final week of December. It was a very productive week for me, and the quote of the week, and this actually was a quote that was representative of every single day of the final week of 2020, was, "Today will be one of those days when even my coffee needs coffee." And that was so appropriate. And then going forward, I'm actually not going to do notes pages. I never refer back to this. If something is important enough that the team needs to remember it, either I will put it in like a Word document, I will save it online, or my boss will send it to me. This here is just an intro into the new year. So goodbye 2020, hello 2021, and then I wrote the colors that I used on here. And then it goes right into what we just did. And I like how odd this green is, but how bright it is. I don't know, it makes me happy, and I purposely chose a contrasting color just because I didn't want it to be too matchy-matchy. Now, I don't know how I feel about using this as the outline, but it's done. So, I mean, really, it's all about the quote, right? I mean, it looks good, I don't know about the colors. I like this setup here. And oh, I should stick some flowers on here as well. And then I did want to show you some other things. This was also a printable from Naked Grids. I already cut it, so I can't show you. But what it is, it's supposed to be a monthly tracker. But I'm actually turning this into it's like a 1.5-year tracker so that I can track my period. And I put it in here because this is going to be with me at all times. And so if I'm at the doctor's and they ask, I can tell them, yes, it started the last time on such a date. And I did start it as of December because I got it right for New Year's. Go me. And I did not stick this down, because since this book only goes until June, I don't want to have to write this all again because this is going to be filled in. And so I just stuck it down with washi, and then when I need to migrate it over, I'm just going to take it out. I do have this section here. I've shown this before where I do look up quotes. And so this is the one that I used for January, marked it out, wrote it down there. And I just like tracking just snarky or funny quotes because for my purposes, I don't really respond to inspirational or motivational or hustle culture quotes. I respond a lot better to snarky or funny quotes just because every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Yeah. And then I did want to show you this section here. Now I won't show you my actual bills, but I do my bill tracking in here. But I do have a printable on my website of the monthly fixed expenses tracker. I have lots of printables actually, but this is what I use on a monthly basis. I write down all of my bills and then I fill all of this out, and I wanted to show that to you guys just in case you were interested. And then I did size mine down so it would fit here, but I believe the way that it's sized online is just for a regular 8.5 by 11. The way that I size it down is in the printer function where you do the scale of how many percent. And I think this is like around 79 or 80% of the actual scaled printable. You're going to want to play around with it, especially if you're putting it in different sizes, but I thought I'd let you know. And yes, it is tiny, and I just use my high-tech C pen, and it works fine for me. All right, guys. Well, I'd love to know what you guys think of the setup. I definitely have to finish up some things, but I'll do that off on camera, and then I'll show you in next week's setup and after the pen. I hope you guys had a great New Year's, and as always, aloha.